Sup nerds, welcome to the Omni4Game podcast, episode 118. I'm Sean, I'm joined with Chris and Brandon as always.
Sup guys, this week's Omni4Game recap. We go over our locals as always, then we go over the most recent card reveals, and then we talk about your guys' comment questions. If you like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next episode.
First topic, locals recap from Trinity. Who is going first?
I want to say me.
I think it's Brandon.
I'm pulling it up now, just so we know.
Yeah, I was about to say, I literally just started pulling it up. Yeah, it is me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, I was playing Hoodie, because again, trying to get that store credit for the set release.
Mm-hmm.
Round one, I got paired against Chris. Chris is playing Big Chungus the deck, Door Brick. And game one, he kills me like turn two.
As you deserve.
Slams the whole thing down and kills me. And like, yeah.
I looked at my hand. I looked up at Brandon and said, "I think you're dead." He's like, "What?"
He poked me with Ukomon and then killed me. He literally went like Ukomon, Mem Boost, and then he just killed me the next turn.
I hope he didn't do that, because that sounds illegal.
I flipped the Koromon.
Activated the Mem Boost. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a legal order of those things.
Yes.
I gave him
3 memory?
3 memory because I went like Palmon, Mem Boost or something like that.
He was like, I'm going to choke you to 1 and then OTK you.
1. Alright, now cool. I choked him back to 1 and then he killed me. So that's funny.
It is funny.
Game two, I just killed him. Like turn 2, turn 3.
Yep, he did the exact same thing to me.
Clapped him right back.
Okay.
And then game 3, I was in the process of clapping him even harder, and then I hit Crimson Blaze out of security, and it ended my turn, and then he killed me the following turn.
Yo, get wrecked.
So if he didn't have Crimson Blaze in security, I would have won. But, you know, stuff like that happens.
That's why you play it.
Yeah. Round 2, I got the bye, so hooray. That was great. I just sat there for a whole hour.
Go fishing, yeah.
Yep. Listening to YouTube. And then round 3, I played against Will, who has 1-for-1 copied my Hoodie list with, like... okay, not 1-to-1, because he did tell me he changed like 2 cards. He didn't put win rate in.
And he might not own them.
Yeah. And he put extra copies of Gatsumon in. Okay. Sure. Just more search. Game 1, he OTK'd me. Game 2, I OTK'd him.
Okay.
And then game 3, I was in the process of OTKing him. And only got 1 shack. I had another shack in security.
Mm-hmm.
And then my other DNA targets were all holding hands at the very bottom of my deck. So I just lost. So there's nothing I can do, like, because I was like outplaying him and doing things that like would prevent him from playing, like, you know, choking him, stuff like that, making sure he never had the memory to go into it.
Sounds violent, but sure.
But he had, like, by the time I had like started swinging at him, obviously I hit stuff out of security that are going to benefit him, and I can't finish the game out, so he can just promote and then kill me. And I was like, yeah, okay.
That is unfortunately the experience of playing against that deck, if you cannot trash their security.
Yeah. So yeah, because I was like, damn, how many cards was I away from my DNAs? I pick up my deck after he's already killed me, obviously, and I start scrolling through it, and like you could see, like, oh, these are the cards I bottom decked. Oh, here we go. Pyldramon, Shack, and I'm just like, oh, okay, all at the bottom.
I don't even look whenever that happens. Most of the time.
Because like I'd already hit him for 1 check because I poked at him earlier. And if you poke at them, you only realistically need 2 shacks. Because you'll go Hoodie, 2 swings, Shack, Hoodie, 2 swings, Shack per game.
Mm-hmm.
So. But, you know, didn't have it. Sad days, sad times. All right, Chris. Let me know how you managed to bungle up the rest of your night after.
So
Bodying you.
I'll go next. Like Brandon said, I am playing Dorbikmon. I just didn't want to have to think on Tuesday. I just felt like throwing it together and being like, here, if I'm either gonna win by putting down Dorbik, or you're just gonna kill me. There's no in between. Like my whole hand is coming down. I'm not gonna be able to play after this. Like, if you don't die from this, you can just. I might as well just extend my hand. So, round one, Brandon already kind of talked about it. He went first. I went second. He had another turn. I killed him my next turn.
Turns out it was my final turn.
Yeah. And then he did the same thing to me game 2, even though I had a pretty good opening hand. Yeah, no, he just started doing hoodie stuff, and he just saw all the pieces and just like killed me. I was like, oh man, he's gonna clap me back for what I just did to him. And then game 3, I just got to it a little bit faster than him.
Nope.
And then round 2,
Got bailed out.
Oh, Crimson Blaze. Yeah.
I get to it faster than him. I had everything in hand to kill him.
Yeah.
And then I hit Crimson Blaze. Okay.
He got there first.
Yeah, I got there first. And then round 2, unfortunately, this is where Dorbik comes, happens. Then me and Brandon played like 2 more matches after that, because again, our match was so fast. We played like 2 more after that, and I don't think Brandon got a single win in those 2 matches that we played. I used up all my luck stat in those next 2 like matches against Brandon, that when I played against Ben, I was drawing like semi-unplayable hands, which can happen with Dorbik. You're playing like just a bunch of bricks, and if you don't see stuff like Fireball or one of my 8 memory boost, I'm not really playing. I didn't see a single Uko or Guilmon in either game, and he's playing Mostimon, and if he just sets up well enough, he's just good. Like I was able to play a little bit, but I was never threatening him. So yeah, I lost that one 0-2, and then round 3 I played against Royal Knights against Deshaun, which I think is just like a really poor matchup for him, because like his deck is kind of slow, and it's just like, hey, if I just see my stack, you're dead.
Hey, it's second best deck in format though, by the way.
Yes. According to Ben.
Yes.
I think it's probably the second most represented, maybe. I don't know about best.
I would agree with that. It's like second or third most represented.
Yeah, so yeah, no, and I don't think Deshaun knows anything about this deck, so he
there's no way he does.
Yeah, so I threw him down I threw Dorbik down for 3, and he's just like, wait, you're doing what? And I also don't know how much he knows about Cross. Yeah, I don't know if he knows how much about Cross. I threw it down, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna blow this up, and then I'm gonna swing at you for like 3 or 4 checks. I'm gonna unsuspend, and then I'm gonna swing again. And he's just like, wait, what are you doing? And then like I had to explain it to him, and I was like, alright, and then I'm gonna Omni X you. And he's just like, oh.
Consider the game's over.
Yeah, I was like, alright, here we go.
He knows what
so
does.
Yeah, so that happened twice. And then like the next day he sent me a video. He's like, this is what Tuesday felt like, and it was like someone getting there, like just getting into a fight and just getting knocked down 1 punch.
Damn.
So yeah, Dorbik was fun. Just felt like throwing it together and playing it for a night.
So I will go next. I played Mastamon once again. Round 1 I played against Will. I actually forgot we played against each other. I just kept getting rid of his tamers and kept him from ever being able to hoodie without passing turn. And like I said in the previous episode, like that's how you beat Hoodiemon, is if you can keep them from being able to go into hoodie without passing turn. Without passing turn, then you're probably going to win, because you have tamer removal, you have floodgates, like you have inevitability, and if you can just keep them from comboing, you're probably going to win.
How do you feel about HPD?
I think he HPD'd me one of those games. I had Taper and pillow on the field, and he HBD'd. But it didn't matter because I also had like 2 Mastodons on the field.
No, so you were set up.
Yeah. Like I had popped off that turn. That's one of the few games I've ever won where my opponent still successfully resolved an HPD. But yeah, I ended up winning 2-0. And then round 2 played against Sean playing Royal Knights, which, as been stated, for some reason he thinks Royal Knights is the second best deck in the format. I disagree.
It loses to too much.
I agree. I think that's the reason why it's not, is because it has a lot of weaknesses, and the best deck in the format is a rush style deck. So like how is that possibly the second best? Because it loses to rush.
The only way they beat Hoodie is if Hoodie does not see barrier or doesn't have the DP big enough to get over their bombs and security, like
yeah, or you like check Crimson Blaze, or like
stuff like that. It's not the deck doing it; it's the things around the deck.
Yeah, to me, it's nowhere near the second best deck of the format. It has a lot of representation though, for some reason. But yeah, it loses to way too much stuff.
Like that.
Yeah.
Just like Jessmon, just like Gonku, Turtle, like they're just popular. Gallant.
Yeah. Game 1, smooth sailing. I'm just cruising along. I cleared a couple of his Royal Knights. I think he has 0 sources besides his Drazels and his security. And he just has the Genku token on the field. And he activated a Crimson Blaze, which I think cleared like a 4 and a 5 on my field. I didn't really care. And on my turn, I did stuff, and then I choked him to 1. And then on his turn, when he was doing stuff, I was like, oh yeah, you couldn't even activate a Crimson Blaze on the last turn. He was like, what? And I was like, yeah, you didn't have a red source. And he's like, oh yeah. And I was like, it's not a big deal. It's fine. We can just keep going. And he looked at his hand. And he was like, no, I'll just scoop because I can't really do anything anyway. Which makes sense. I mean, to me, it feels unwinnable for the Royal Knight player to play against Mastodon that hasn't bricked. So he scooped, and then game 2, I was cruising along, just doing stuff, just slowly, methodically, keeping him from gaining value out of his Royal Knights by putting him in a security, and he scooped before I killed him. Which I don't blame him for, because it feels like an unwinnable matchup.
Yeah, I don't know how they win that matchup.
You literally have to hope Masty breaks. Like it is basically unwinnable otherwise.
Like you'd have to, or you can ace like the first for the starters. You'd only have to have like one Mastimon in the situation. You can't have multiple.
Mm-hmm.
So they'd have to like, or you can Mon ace it without passing turn. You'd have to spit out the 2 bodies, and then they'd have to play something else to kill both of those bodies. And then, even then, you're giving the opponent multiple memory, like a lot of memory, and they're just like, well, it's back here, and that, or you can Mon Ace is free memory for me now, thank you. So it's like, there's like no winning this. Oh, Omnimon, we'll blow that up. Scapegoat. Oh.
It bought decks,
Okay.
but yeah.
Yeah. No, I meant the,
the
13.
BT13 Omni 8.
Yeah. Or Omni X. The same thing, yeah.
He's like bot deck that guy, swinging to that guy, and sometimes I ace, and sometimes he can't out the CS Masty, and I'm just like, barrier, get rid of it.
Be gone with you.
Yeah, it's really bad for them, because especially since you have tamer interactions. So like anytime they set up cool boys that they pay good memory for, you just like get rid of that. You can get rid of their Omekamons. You can get them out of circulation where they don't have that trigger even waiting in their sources, and even if they do, you can just put a Pillamon on the field when you start swinging at them. So like it's just really bad. Like you have awesome interactions for everything they're trying to do, and it's just a really bad uphill matchup for them. But anyway.
what they desperately need is a Royal Knight that can de-evo.
What they desperately
that would help
is
a little.
You can clear wide boards. If they got like a
they have
Death
Dynas
X style, I was gonna say if they got a Death X style Royal Knight, that would be like.
I think that would be way too good.
I agree. That's I think what they would need.
No, they need like some kind of de-evo.
Well, Death X does the Evo. I mean, they could just play Death X.
Yeah, you're right. They could just play Death X.
Yeah.
I
mean,
yeah.
I don't know how good it would be if you're not also able to get the reduction through Drazel, but
I mean, if your opponent has a bunch of stuff, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah. Imagine it's like a 20 play cost Omni X, and it has the Drazel reduction and his own little reduction.
Nah, all right,
No.
Brandon. Go ahead, Sean. What happened round 3?
Round 3, it's funny that Ben finally came back to Mastamon after coping on all the random stuff that he's been playing for the past month. After saying that he doesn't think it's the second best deck in the format, and he doesn't even... I mean, Brandon says that Ben said it wasn't even tier 1 last week, but I wasn't there. Ben claims he didn't say that, but he did say it wasn't the second best deck in the format. Despite earning 2 invites with Mastamon himself, he still doesn't think it's second best deck in the format, which is really weird. Because he knows how bad of a matchup it is into Royal Knights for the Royal Knight player, and he thinks Royal Knights is the second best deck, but whatever. Unfortunately, I played Ben in the finals playing Masty, and the mirror is not fun. It's my least favorite matchup, because it's basically really dependent on your draws. Like, assuming one of you isn't a potato, it's just going to be who draws better. I win the die roll, bad for me. I mulligan into a hand that is not good. Neither hand was good. I would have kept a decent hand. He started going before I did, and I unfortunately just didn't draw into stuff that would allow me to play. I think I was missing one of my 5s. I think that was the game that I was missing a Lady Devimon for the longest time. Because I actually had the BT11 Angewomon to where I could go into a CS Masty without triggering his Masty, but I just never saw a Lady Dev, and I was like, cool, this is how this feels. And then game 2, basically the same thing happened. I had a mediocre hand and mulliganed, unfortunately, into a worse hand, and I think I'm pretty sure I passed the turn by just playing a BT11 Mirror and giving him 5. That was the only thing I had in my hand that was playable. And it was all downhill from there. He won pretty quickly, but unfortunately that's just how that matchup is. You just if you draw poorly and if you draw worse than they do, they're probably gonna win. So ended up losing that 0-2, and then I came in second thanks to my tiebreakers.
It was funny. It was a Mustang mirror match and then a Huddy mirror match. Mm-hmm. And then me and Deshaun.
Yeah. Just playing random stuff. Second best deck in format versus Rogue. And then on to the pre-release at TBS that none of us attended. Right? Yeah.
Wait, you didn't go either, Sean?
No.
Did you not read any of the messages? That's crazy.
No, he doesn't read, dude. We know
no,
this.
Discord's really bad for me because it doesn't give me it gives me, it's random. Sometimes it'll give me the most updated messages, and then I'll open it, and then it's just here's the most recent message, and I'm like, where are the new ones? So anyways, what happened? Why didn't you go?
I was just kind of tired and didn't feel like playing. I went up there and paid for my entry to get 6 packs and then bought a box, and then I left. But yeah, I didn't play. I just didn't feel up to it.
And then notice how he makes fun of us for what we did that night.
I'm saying, what? Me and Brandon went to see the 25th anniversary of Lord of the Rings. They're showing all 3 movies in theaters again. Fellowship was last night. Two Towers is tonight. And then Return of the King is tomorrow.
You paid money to go sit in a theater for 3+ hours to watch something you've already seen and not go to the pre-release for the newest set.
Yes. All worth.
I can never condone that.
Remember, Chris, Sean's form of TISM specifically relates to optimization.
That's probably
true. No, go ahead and deny it, because guess what? You don't like eating pasta because it's an unoptimal food that increases or decreases the amount of space you have in your tum-tum.
That's not why I don't like pasta. I don't like pasta because it bloats me, but soup is... I don't eat soup because it's inefficient. Pasta is not an inefficient thing.
See?
You do like to watch stuff on...
all about optimization.
You do watch stuff on 2 times to optimize the amount of time you have.
So,
which I'm also sort of like that, where I'm like, I want to watch this video faster so I can get to the next video.
Exactly. I think part of that's also the ADHD. But yeah, it's also an optimization thing. Because there's no... if you can do it, why wouldn't you? Just shave stuff.
Right.
But yeah, my pulls were not super... I mean, I think I probably got an above average box based on like the possibilities in the set. I did not open it for the channel. I was hoping to continue the streak of opening an SP/2-star if I didn't record the box opening. Sadly, the streak has ended. My 2 hits out of my box were Alt Art In Between Theater and the regular Jupiter, which I think are probably above average pulls considering like some of the boo-boo stuff you can get out of the set.
It's kind of crazy that Jupiter... Yeah, that Jupiter right now is only like $20.
Very surprising. I was actually that was one of the most surprising things about looking at the pre-sale prices was his price, and then you just look at all like the prices on the pre-sales for this set.
They're all over the place.
I don't understand what's going on with the people that are listing them because like the Alt Art Styrofoam is listed like it's an SP. They're like $200, and obviously no one's bought one yet because why the hell would you pay $200 for a regular Alt Art?
They know because they know you're out there, Sean. They're like he might pay this.
I literally would never. That would never happen. What
were your super pulls?
My super pulls. Well, hold on. I'll just go through everything. I got a Millennia and the Cyborg Sub-Zero.
Nice. Probably some of the better ones.
Yeah, I would have preferred
Chaos
Valder, and I think one of the Medusa cards is in that pack, if I'm not mistaken. But then I got Petrification Token, which I was happy with. I got the Digipolice guy, which I'm sure Josh will want, and then I got Gaia and Galactic, which who cares, out of my dash pack.
Yeah, they do have the dash packs. Forgot about those.
They do have the dash packs. And then out of my pre-release packs, my only super was one Minervamon. So yeah, those packs were boo-boo. I pulled another Minervamon out of my box. Cool.
Okay.
I did get one Styrofoam, but it's not Alt Art, so I still need 4 Styrofoams. One Venusmon. Cool. One Creepy X. Who cares? One Dan and whoever. One Dia X. And one Hadesmon. Just an Atmon
hey,
card.
that's 99 cents right now.
Yeah. It's like the supers were whatever, but I do think my 2 hits out of the box, like I said, were above average. Because I think the in-between theater is probably going to be pretty expensive because it's like a 3 or 4 of in all the Time Stranger decks.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah. Borderline buyer's remorse because I know I'm just gonna have to buy singles for like the decks that I want, but
yeah.
It's
me and Brandon we were gonna go. Like the movie was at 7:30. We got there a little bit early because last time we went and saw something like this, it was like the theater was packed out.
How busy was it for this?
It was okay. It was busy for like a Friday. Yeah. And we were gonna do that.
So for some reason, the first movie they put us in one of the smaller theaters, and that was packed out. But we've been told by the person who bought our tickets that were it's in our group that the next 2 nights is in one of the big theaters, and they also got pretty packed out.
Yeah. So
I'm surprised it wasn't just you guys in there watching the movie by yourselves.
No, Sean. Lord of the Rings has a massive following.
Boring.
It's considered like the greatest trilogy of all time.
No one said that.
What else would be?
I don't know. The original Star Wars trilogy.
I think
see.
start to finish, Lord of the Rings is better.
Anyways.
Those movies are boring as hell. I don't know why people watch them, but
This guy.
there's so much
that's
stuff
why.
they could cut. There's so much fluff in those movies, dude. They are boring as hell.
You need all of it.
You
It's
literally.
because
So-
it's not optimal to watch the extended editions. That's why.
Even the regular editions are boring as hell with too much fluff. I'm like, did you guys cut anything out? I guess they did because there's extended editions, but it doesn't seem like it.
So we were gonna do that. We were gonna show up and like pay for like a box and entry, but we didn't think with how early we were gonna do it that AJ would let us. So we were just like, we'll just wait till the actual set release and we'll just buy our stuff then.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Look,
probably.
What time did you show up and buy your stuff?
I got there like 7:05, and
See.
if I had known that I was gonna have to wait to get the entry packs, I just would have bought a box and left. But there was also a Magic pre-release last night, apparently, so it was packed out, and I think AJ was like the only person there doing stuff.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice.
So he asked me to wait until he started the actual pre-release for me to get my 6 packs, which I mean I get it. I mean, you know, he's by himself. So I had to sit there and wait for like 15 or 20 minutes to get the 6 packs, which I literally pulled one super out of it. So like obviously it wasn't worth my time, but you know, it's whatever.
Yeah. So
you could have just bought a
go
box
ahead.
and left though if you had gotten there before.
Yeah. So while we were watching the movie last night, everything was fine. Except for in the row in front of us towards the walkway.
Mm-hmm.
I guess something was going on over there. Where this dude, I guess, I don't know how many times throughout the movie, because again, I couldn't tell, because I'm far enough away where I couldn't see what was going on over there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he
locked
kept.
in. Like we're
Yeah, I'm like watching the movie. Even though I'm like pretty sensitive to like that, like to like hearing people like do stuff or get up and move and stuff like that. I guess he had gone on his phone or something like a couple times, and so the people directly behind him were like saying something to him. And then it got to literally the last 5 minutes of the movie. Everyone knows this is the ending. And then I guess he got on it again or something, and the person behind him said something. Like they all started yelling at this dude and got like I guess
yells. Like it wasn't like super loud. Where
Yeah.
you said, but you could tell like.
and
He's
I
saying
get
some stuff.
I guess immediately jumped into like threat or something like that, because the dude who was getting on his phone and disrupting the movie got up and went to go get the manager.
The gall.
Oh, are you the one who's pulling out your phone, disrupting everybody? The one that goes and gets the manager? It was
You're also
crazy.
the tattletale.
Yeah, it was so funny. Like we're at the last 5 minutes of the movie, guys. Can we not just finish this after the movie?
It seems odd for them to even complain at that point if it's the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Because like I don't know, their little group got into it with their little group, and then it was just.
Was he looking at something that had sound or something? I feel like him just being on his phone briefly isn't that distracting.
It's very distracting when you are watching a movie and then you just have.
Well, I don't know people who move their phone like that, but
I'm just saying.
I have been in. I've had experiences where like people have gotten on their phones that are sitting in front of me, and they're like, because of how dark the theater is, the brightness of the phone is just like. Yeah, like a flashbang.
I mean, I guess if they don't have their settings on auto, but like I feel like if you have your lighting settings on auto, it should be like pretty dim when you turn it on. But
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was very strange. So, yeah. Hopefully those people aren't there tonight or tomorrow.
yeah, or you guys better stay off your phones. Better not have any emergencies or they're going to yell at you in a hushed tone.
Nope.
And
No
apparently-
emergencies
and apparently
here.
threaten physical violence.
Sounds funny.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
I mean, it's not the worst theater experience me and Chris have had. We've had to, or Chris, I guess specifically, had to yell at some kids for talking during a movie.
Yeah, that I really don't appreciate. Someone getting on their phone is not a big deal to me as long as like they're just like checking it or something. But like noise or just like standing up or something in front of me, like those are things that I'm just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, weekly reveals, more puppet support. No one asked for this. Arisa is a new memory setter, and then all turns when any of your tokens or puppet trait Digimon are deleted by spinning this tamer, draw one, and if deleted by overclock, you may play one level 4 or lower puppet trait Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost.
At least it's not hand or trash. If it was hand or trash, that'd be giga busted.
Yeah, is the old memory setter the one that gives you rush?
I think so.
I don't know. Puppets are trash. I don't pay attention to that stuff.
I agree. I think this probably if I'm remembering correctly, and it's the one that gives you rush, I think this one replaces that one.
I'm looking it up. It is the one that gives them rush.
Okay, then you would definitely play this one over the one that gives you rush. I'm pretty sure, because this would happen more often, I think. Well, I don't know. I think the draw power is good.
With how free you get to play off these tamers and stuff like that, who says you don't play both? I don't know.
The deck limit being 50, I think, is the reason why you wouldn't play both. But
That's true.
you could just
Also, that seems like a pretty awkward Digimon to hold in your lap.
not if you're
Like, why she looks so yeah, that's true. She looks so uncomfortable. Like she's holding a whole big shoe.
She is.
It's a very big shoe.
Yeah, it's
It
a
is.
very big shoe.
It's perfectly average. Then we have Hanimon. On deletion, if deleted other than in battle, you may play one Shumon from your hand without paying the cost, and then inheritable opponent's turn once per turn. One of your opponent's Digimon attacks by deleting one of your other Digimon in that attack.
Oh, so that doesn't even see play.
I disagree.
Really?
Just as inheritable is good.
The inheritable combined with the
have the
Kaguya and the
entire-
Puss in Boots that we already have is kind of insane.
Yeah, but you have that with every other of this line. That inheritable's not unique. Just the level 4 we read last time has that. And the prior line has that. To stop an attack? Yeah. Don't look at me like that. They all have it. Or they don't all have it, but they had it already.
I think it'll depend on what are the worst cards you currently have that will be replaced with the ones that have this inheritable. Because this inheritable is really good for the deck.
I think if I'm not Ben, obviously, but I'm preferring the level 3s that like search and that do like maybe the one shoe that gives blocker. I could see maybe getting cut in favor of something like this.
Yeah, I'm sure there are cards that he can cut for this or whatever he decides to cut for this inheritable, but I know that he wants this inheritable in his deck. Because that's really stupid, because then it makes it even harder to clear their board because you can't do it by battle and then you trigger their effects and then you get touched.
The EX9 Hanimon is an on-play, trash a card in your hand to return a puppet from trash to hand, and then inheritable is when one of your opponent's Digimon attacks by deleting one of your other Digimon, delete the attack.
Yeah, he plays that one as well already. So I guess we'll see. He might cut into the shoes to play this, but it might seem counterproductive, but I don't know. We'll have to see what he ends up doing when this set comes out. Obviously, he's going to play some of these new cards. And then we got a new Kaguyamon, Alliance and Scapegoat. And then when Digivolving / end of opponent's turn, once per turn. How the hell would that happen on the same turn? But once per turn, delete one of your opponent's Digimon at the lowest level. And then all turns once per turn, when other Digimon are deleted, you may play one level 4 or lower puppet trait Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost.
Now you got me really sitting here trying to think of ways you can trigger one of those effects twice.
you'd have to Evo on your opponent's turn. That is literally the only way.
Yeah, that's the only way.
No, I'm thinking like, what if, big old brain thing, your opponent enters end of turn, and one of your effects somehow gives them turn back, and then they go into end of turn again. Because if you're getting end of turn, all of their effects would have already resolved, so it would have to be one of your effects that gives them more memory. Like maybe you go and like kill one of your own aces.
You can have an ace on the field or something. You're right. There is a way for them to enter the end of turn procedures more than once in one turn, so I guess that is true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's like the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I was thinking of digivolving and triggering end of turn at the same time, which obviously would basically never happen. But yeah, you can enter end of turn more than once.
That's so niche.
Yeah, well, I guess it's a good thing that they did make this once per turn then, because that would be kind of
I mean, you never know. The card game can go places, and we'll just never know.
Yeah, he probably will play this, but I'm not sure how many, because he probably prefers the other one more. But
I like the other ones more. This one doesn't have overclock, so it already just doesn't work with that new Arisa.
Neither Kaguya have overclock.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I just like the other Kaguya. Yeah, Scapegoat's like the only real part on this card where I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool.
The other Kaguya giving all of your puppets alliance and blocker is pretty strong, and obviously it's all turns effect.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know. I don't know how Ben is thinking about this card. I hope probably put it in, but I don't know how many.
It's puppets. It's tier 0.
And then we have the pre-release card for the pre-release. None of us attended, but we also didn't miss out on this card because apparently they did not get the release event tournament kits last night. Because I was like, because AJ gave me my 6 packs and I was about to leave, and I was like, can I just get the pre-release packs next week? And he's like, we haven't even got them in yet, so yes. I was like, okay.
That's
nice.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Ben won the release event.
Yeah, I heard he had a really good deck.
Yeah, he played Josh in the finals, and Josh said he just got better decked. I never canceled my application for the tournament, and whenever they paired round 1, I was still in it. So actually, I went in and looked after the tournament was over, and Ben apparently 2-0'd everybody in 3 rounds. Better decked all of his opponents. And then we have a new Mirai. Start of your main phase, your opponent has Digimon gain a memory. Your turn, when any of your Digimon digivolve into a puppet trait Digimon, by spending this tamer, you may play one level 3 puppet trait Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost. At turn in, delete the Digimon this effect played.
Yeah, I don't like this one.
Dude, I don't know. This Mirai is kind of okay.
I expected that to happen.
I don't think she's very good at all.
Kind of depends. I think you'd have to obviously focus on more of a Mirai build. This could be useful because it would allow you to use the EX9 level 5 way easier, because you can just play a puppet, delete it, go into your level 6 for free, and then, shenanigans.
Right.
But we'll see. Then we have Turbomon. When moving / when digivolving, you may link one Machinamon from your hand to this Digimon's sources to one of your Digimon without paying the cost. Your turn once per turn when this Digimon gets linked. If you have one or fewer tamers, you may play one Unchained from your hand or trash without paying the cost. Inheritable's Piercing. Of course it is.
I don't like how it's a fleshy car. That upsets me.
It is. I don't like that either now that you pointed that out. I wasn't really looking at the art very closely.
That upsets me greatly.
Yeah. And this is a fleshy jet. Maneuvermon. When moving / when digivolving, you may play one Machinamon from your hand to the Digimon's link cards without paying the cost. Your turn once per turn when Digimon gets linked, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then one of their Digimon can't unsuspend until their turn ends. Inheritable. All turns once per turn when the Digimon deletes your opponent's Digimon in battle, the Digimon may unsuspend. I'm surprised it didn't have security.
And back.
It's different.
It's 30 sets in, and we're still getting this inheritable.
They can't think of anything better. It's this or Trash of Security, and that's basically it.
Yep. I will say we'll get to it in a bit, but we may have actually called the final boss monster to this Machina deck.
Good. Dalphomon, Vortex. On play, when Digivolving when attacking, once per turn. Suspend 2 of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, then 1 of the Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend until their turn ends. End of your turn once per turn, 1 of your other Digimon may Digivolve into a black Digimon card with Machinamon in its text in the hand without paying the cost. Assembly -5 with 5 green Digimon cards with Machinamon in the text. And an inheritable your turn once per turn when this Digimon gets a link, suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon, then this Digimon may attack.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for taking up a
So
super.
it went from fleshy car, fleshy jet to just
Flesh.
flying guy.
Yeah. What's the regular art look like? Oh, it's got like a bone halo. That's interesting.
Right. Trying to go back to see what the Machimon's actual like effects are, like its trait and stuff.
Good luck reading those.
And then we have alt arts of all the EX11 Liberator cards. Well, not all of them, but some of them. I believe we have read all of these. If we haven't, we'll get to them. These are new, though.
They are. These are box toppers, I believe.
So, yeah, they are. They're promos. Very cool, Bandai. That's a good idea, not. So, we get new emblems for Dynamon, Skibbity Toilet, Mirror Eye Puppets, Bees, Invisimon, and Heavy Metal Dramon. And they are 2 cost, and they say main reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card with, and then it is the
trait.
It's the trait usually, but for Tyrannomon, it actually says Tyrannomon in its name. Then it says, or the Reptile or Dinosaur trait, and 1 Liberator card, and 1 Liberator trait card among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck, then place this card in the battle area. Your turn when any of your, and then it's the Tamer's name, are played. Delay, 1 of Digimon may Digivolve into a level 6 or lower Liberator trait card in the hand with the EVO cost reduced by 3. And security activates the full main effect. These are cool as searchers, however, having to play a Tamer in order to get the effect seems kind of not good, but
that's what I was thinking as well. The other ones just seem pretty a little bit easier to trigger off.
Yeah.
Well,
especially
most of these decks have like a level 4 that will play your Tamer.
Most of them do,
no.
but if
Dynamon does not have that.
You technically do. You have the 3-cost Tyranno that can play the 3-cost Tamer.
Oh, you're right. Not the good 5-cost one.
But most of them have a level 4 that plays a Tamer, but usually it has the restriction of if you have 1 or fewer Tamers. So, like, if you have 2 Tamers on the field, you're not going to be able to trigger this without actually just paying memory to play your Tamer.
I mean, I could see a world where you play this in combination with, like, a DGO, and that'll get you going, because DGO will obviously search your Tamer and your Digimon, which is good.
Yeah.
That card will search your Digimon and your Tamer, which is good. And then that 2-card combo would let you climb up pretty quick.
Yeah, we'll see how this shakes out, but these definitely aren't as good as, well, in my opinion, they don't seem as good as the 3-cost emblems.
On paper.
Yeah.
Because, like, the downside to that play I just speculated on is it's a 6-cost play for 3-cost reduction, but you are getting to search, 7 cards?
6.
No, 6?
You're searching 6. You do get to play the Tamer for most likely free, because I don't think any of them have a 5-cost Tamer.
Except for the Dynamon one, because they hate Chris.
That's true, yes. Dynamon does have a 5-cost Tamer. Thank you for reminding me. But yeah, they're not as repeatable as the 3-cost emblems.
Spend a Tamer.
Yeah. And then we have Ex Machinamon.
There he is!
Security +1, blocker, and link +2. You can DNA Digivolve into this guy with a green level 6 and black level 6. When Digivolving, if DNA Digivolving may link up to 3 Machinamon from your hand trash or this Digimon's sources to this Digimon without paying the cost. End of opponent's turn, once per turn for each of this Digimon's link cards, trash your opponent's top security card and return one of the Digimon to the bottom of the deck.
So I will remind you all. So because I know Sean doesn't care about this, but the link plus 2 does mean he can always have 3 linked cards.
Yeah, I knew that.
And since I just read the Machinamon card, it is anytime it would leave the field, you can just take one and put it as a source. And it prevents it from leaving. So if you get this dude on the board, he is gonna be ridiculous to get off. Like D Evo is gonna be like the only way to get him off the board easily.
And DP reduction.
And DP reduction, yes.
Well, unless they have that, because I'm pretty sure is the Unchained Tamer the one that says the DP can't be less than 1,000. Okay, so it's just the Evo.
Exactly. Yes, so it's just the Evo.
Oh wait, and I think it says, I'm pretty sure they have a protection effect that like they can't get their sources stripped or be de-evoed. I think it's the Tamer that does that too. So the Tamer is just like, hey, I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving.
You can't make me.
It's an inherited effect. So this Digimon with Machinamon in the text can't have less than 1,000 DP, and your opponent's effects can't trash its stacked cards.
Yep.
Which means it can't be de-evoed and it can't be source stripped.
That is correct. So there is no out to this. You have to force them to get rid of the Machinamons.
And you can play up to 50 copies of that card, and that card's a searcher.
Oh my god, that's gonna be pretty rough.
Yep. Now we're going to a level 8 called Deus Ex Machinamon.
I might want to play this. I might want to play this deck. It seems goofy.
I mean, it's definitely goofy. If you ever get to that guy, maybe you'll win the game, but it seems like it might take you too long.
Shoot, I would just Digivolve into it. I wouldn't even play I wouldn't even play the second line.
I mean, I guess that's fair because like you can just link them from your hand or trash. So like it's not like you have to do any weird stuff. You're just like, hey, good luck outing this guy 4 times.
The thing is, I don't know how I feel about his regular art. It looks weird. I like the alt way better.
Oh, obviously.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That just looks ugly.
Because what you could do if you don't want to play the actual full line, because the level 4 and 5 are pretty mid. You could just play the level 6, hard play it with Assembly.
Yep.
And then his end of turn, he'll Evo. No, because it's one of your other Digimon made Digivolve.
Yeah, it's other.
Okay, so maybe they thought of that.
I just realized this guy's one of the secrets. What a waste.
Yep.
Oh my god.
That set's gonna suck.
This is the set I'm most excited for. It's got Dino support and this.
The like bulk of the set is exciting, but I have a feeling that the set's going to be expensive because people aren't going to want to buy this product and open it because one of the secrets for sure is not super awesome.
Do we know what the other secret is yet?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna look it up.
It's kind of weird that we even know what that secret is already.
Well, normally, it's pretty early.
I think Machinamon, the level 3 was like the first card for EX11 we got revealed.
Well, moving on.
Yes, moving on.
We have a new Medusamon. When I said I can't wait to see the Medusa support from this set, Ben was like, "You're not getting any," and I was like, "We'll see."
You'll see.
Yeah. So this Medusa evos for 3 and has 12k DP. Rush and Progress. When Digivolving / end of attack, not once per turn, you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less TP as this Digimon. Then by returning 1 card from your opponent's trash to the bottom of the deck, they play 1 petrification token. And then all turns when this Digimon would leave the battle area, by deleting 1 token, it doesn't leave. Notice how it doesn't say petrification token, so if your opponent's playing tokens, you can just get rid of their stuff.
Oh, you know what? I just thought of it. I know what the next secret's going to be. It's going to be Zafaga's level 7. I don't even know why I'm scrolling.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Also, the protection effect is not once per turn. Thank you, Bandai. Very cool. So,
I mean, if you only have 1 card on the board, it is once per turn.
I mean, it's still not, it sort of say once per turn on it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, so this Medusa's pretty good.
This, in my opinion, replaces the Boo Boo BT24 one if you were going to run that one, because the BT24 one kind of sucks. It doesn't do anything after you digivolve into it once.
Right.
Yeah, so you're keeping the original Medusa and this Medusa.
All right, yeah, this is definitely an improvement on the BT24 one, which I thought was extremely mid, and Ben keeps insisting that people play that one over the BT21 one. He keeps saying rip to my investment, and I'm like, dog, you're gonna play it in some number.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about this. Just know everybody. So Sean bought those Mossymon SPs, right? So they'd come in. He decided to play Mossymon Tuesday, as he's already said. He has them in his deck.
Oh my god!
He sits down.
Funny.
He sits down at this table where I guess one of the lights above us had died, and he looks at his cards and he goes, I can't sit here and play here. My cards don't look shiny enough. Move to a different table underneath the lights just so his hand would look better when he drew those cards.
Like I said, Sean's
So funny.
is
So funny.
optimization coded.
This is true. I mean, obviously I did want my cards to be shiny, but I also didn't want to sit in the dark and try to play the game.
That's more understandable than you looked at them and said, I can't see them good enough.
Yeah.
They ain't shiny enough.
Yeah, so I moved for round 1 because Deshaun was already sitting in his, or no. I played Will round 1 because I already had my stuff set up, and then I moved to Deshaun round 2, where it was light, because I did not want to play in the dark for the rest of the evening. It was worth it, dude. It's stupid to play in the dark. Next up, Invisimon support. It's the Invisimon.
I hate how only his first art has like an art of him actually invisible.
Yeah, because even the alt art doesn't have him invisible again, does it? No.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, you know.
They struck gold and then said we can never do it again.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite arts in the game.
It's pretty nice.
It's just a bunch of buildings, like.
Yeah.
I wonder how much the alt art's right now.
I can check.
Probably expensive.
Let's see who gets to it first.
I already have. Oh, never mind. You're talking about looking it up. Security effect.
$20.
$20. Okay, that's 100% increase. They were.
I
10.
mean, if we're looking at the sales history and everything, the cheapest
like
you're getting
15.
is 23, because they all have shipping.
Nice.
24, 25. The average is 25, and then there are some people who are just dick wipes and put it up there for 50.
Maybe I'll sell mine and then just buy them back when they're cheaper.
Boom. There you go.
Face-up security effect. End of opponent's turn. Play this card without paying its cost. On play, when digivolving, flip your opponent's top face-down security card face-up and return one of their lowest play cost Digimon to the bottom of the deck. Then this Digimon gains security attack +1 until your turn ends. Your turn, when any of your Digimon check face-up security cards, you may place this Digimon's top stack card face-up as the bottom security card.
I wonder how this is going to work with something like Galaxy. Because I don't know if Invisi is an actual deck. But, like, giving your whole... It gives the whole stack the security attack +1, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so, like, them going into this and then, like, putting it back into security and then finding a way to unsuspend and then, like, going into Gallant X or something.
Yeah, they can...
Unsuspending, trash, and then you have, like, multiple security checks, you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah. It could be pretty good. It would evo for 4. Cause...
Right, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm looking at. Is like it's pretty costly, and you'd have to have a lot of memory. But Galaxy does tend to memory cheat a lot.
It is tax evasion.
Tax evasion.
I'm looking up something. Oh, cool. Mock Galgamon is a cyborg, so it evos for 3 on top of that guy. Very good.
Yeah,
if you would have asked, I could have told you that.
Yeah.
Well, I did.
Because he's played in Machine Dramon.
Yep.
Yeah, so...
But, yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. Because, I mean, in Galaxy, couldn't you just evo into, Diana, tuck Diana with Tamer, and go into this for free?
You could.
Yep.
Yeah, so...
and then
the card is good.
You could evo into Gallon X,
I love how we almost never think about this from a standpoint in his own deck.
No.
Well, he hasn't been a deck yet. He only had one line up to this point.
Yeah, this is not a real deck.
I mean, it might be. We'll see. I will say, having played against Robbie's building of this deck, even with the one,
annoying.
Yeah, it's very annoying. Granted, I was playing Ghost that week, but still, like,
very fair Ghost too.
Yeah. Is there any other version? Yeah, I mean, it could end up being actually good because, like, with just one line, it can be very annoying. I can't imagine like a full like archetype because it's just always knowing what's in your security, being super safe with the checks, and then just flooding the field on the end of your turn and like de-evoing and popping stuff. Then we have a new Altea. Start of your May phase, your opponent's Digimon gain 1 memory. On play, flip your opponent's top face down security card face up. Your turn when one of your cyborg or machine trait Digimon attacks by spinning this tamer, that Digimon may digivolve into a cyborg or machine trait Digimon card in the hand. For each of your opponent's face up security cards, reduce this effect's Digivolution cost by 1. I think that's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I was going back and reading some of the old cards that have been announced for it. It seems pretty good.
I mean, you could use this. This is literally a better version of the Ryotaro because you can just swing and trigger multiple of these and evo all the way up into your mega for potentially just no memory if they have enough face-up cards.
Right.
So, I'm surprised this guy only costs 4 because he does seem very powerful.
All right, talk to the wife. Missed the entire card. It good? It bad? What are we saying?
I think it's pretty strong.
Yeah, I think. I'm reading all the new support. I'd have to go back and read the old support.
The old support also flips their face down security cards face up.
Oh,
I know. I'm wondering like how like consistently because all the new stuff does it a lot. Like your whole security is going to be face up.
The old stuff does it just as much.
Yeah,
does it?
awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a very good card.
Yeah. So. Yeah, your whole security is going to be face up.
Yeah.
So, like, already, because we already have another Altea Tamer, but I don't think that one's good. I don't think you probably don't play
It's a memory setter. They'll probably still play it, but...
Okay, so I'd probably do 2 memory setter, 4 of this, and then 4 DGO.
We'll see how it shakes down, but this definitely seems like a 4 of. The only bad thing about this is, like, once you chunk them, this loses value. But
right.
Other than that, like, it seems pretty strong. And then we have Forge Beamon. Face-up security effect. Opponent's turn, all of your Royal-based trait Digimon gain reboot. On play, when digivolving, add your top face-down security card to the hand. Then you may place 1 Royal-based trait Digimon card from your hand face-up as the bottom security card. Inheritable all turns plus 1,000.
Okay.
Bees! More bees!
Boys!
Vespamon, face-up security effect. Opponent's turn, all of your Royal-based trait Digimon gain blocker. Then on play, when digivolving, for each of your face-up security cards, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, and one of the Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend until their turn ends. Inheritable all turns will return when any of your Royal-based trait Digimon will leave the battle area other than by your effects by flipping your top face-up security card face down. One of those Digimon doesn't leave, and it is once per turn for those of you that are unaware.
Yes, Chris, let's make sure we really hammer that home. It's a once per turn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these seem like okay. I mean...
I mean, the security effect is generic. Like, I think most, if not every, level 5 just gives blocker.
Yeah.
At least this one isn't on play when digivolving because there's a way to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, off the old queen.
Well, you can play it off the new one as well. It's just going to cost you a lot of memory.
Yeah, it's going to cost you memory like a stupid card. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that the roller-based support seems like the worst support from EX11 for the Liberator decks.
I think it's because
it's half black.
They didn't want to like turbo the deck too hard.
No, it's half green.
Well, yeah. Well, I was gonna say the Tiger Vest Fey deck was actually like playably good. It could just kill you.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely potentially dangerous if they make it too good, but like if they continue to just like not give it actual support and just like fake support like this, it's never going to be playable.
Agreed.
Sorry, B fans. Bandai's scared to make you too good because you're half green and half black.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
It do be like that. Comment questions. 2K Flames, thank you for being a channel member. Hey guys, so I narrowed it down to Sakuya, Rocks, or Hoodie Loop for Last Chance. I still don't know which to go with, so if you had to play one of these decks in the Last Chance in Vegas, which would it be and why?
So
my evil conniving brain says Hoodie, just because like it's tier 1. You're probably gonna have the best odds, especially since it's apparently underrepresented.
It is for some reason. I have no idea why. Still doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. And I think your worst matchup, Mostemon, with their Tamer removal and option to like just play out Floodgates for free, is also super underrepresented because it's not very
accessible,
cost effective.
Yeah.
I can't even play Hoodie Loop. I would play Hoodie mid range if you had that option. I think that just has more. I think that just has more play lines.
It has flexibility.
Yeah, flexibility.
I like the loop because you have the option to play some of the flexibility cards. Like I've been playing it with Erica, and I think Erica does add a lot of flexibility to the deck because it lets you cycle your breeding phase and you can just keep going.
I think you can do the same thing with the mid range where you just
play CS rookies.
Yeah, you're just playing some, like you play a couple. You play like mainly Tentomon.
Well, I was gonna say Palmon for your rookie for the loop play, and then you play Gatsu, Tento, and maybe like 1 or 2 Terrier.
Ben's list,
that's probably your best set.
Which he would consider mid-range, is playing 2 and 2 of the CS rookies.
Yeah, see, there you go.
See, I'd rather full tilt into one of them. Like, if you would rather play the extra memory or the extra tamer player, but I would prefer the memory.
I would also probably prefer the memory.
Because it's like Tentomon, where you can go into Hoodie for 3. Palmon's the same way.
Yeah, I think it's probably nice to just have the options, but I have not tested it extensively. I would probably prefer more of a mid-range than the full loop because you kind of you're less flexible, like you said, and like you lose to things that just hard wall you from being able to combo people.
Yeah, but I mean, like when it comes to Rocks is also a good deck. I think I would prefer that over Sakuya. I think Sakuya falls apart the moment it doesn't see its tamer and or its option Mandela. So you're really piece reliant on seeing one of those two things.
Yeah, hard to say. I definitely would go with the Hoodie variant over the other two options because you're more likely to actually win or top.
Yeah.
I think the next step is just figuring out what list you feel most comfortable with.
Agreed.
Sir Snails 3925. My bad, the timestamp was a bit ahead. I was just referring to the TCGs your friend Dante is playing currently are the same main TCGs I play, Digimon, Fab, and Gundam. Mostly because my wife has made it clear 3 is more than enough.
Dang.
Yeah, 3 is too many. 2 is too many for me.
I can only do 1.
Yeah,
I can't do more than 1.
I can't afford to play more than 1.
I mean, no, especially not you, Sean, because you like pretty shiny cardboard.
Yeah, I literally wouldn't be able to afford playing more than 1. I can barely afford this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I even had the funds to do so, like I wouldn't. I couldn't. I don't have the brain power for it.
You start confusing rulings and stuff, and it just gets. It's annoying.
I mean, I think that's one of the things like Todd has a bit of a smaller issue with is like he's so because he's a Yu-Gi-Oh judge, I think.
Yeah.
And so whenever he like does things, he's like, oh well, it doesn't work like that in Yu-Gi-Oh. And it's like, oh, well, Digimon's a little dumb.
Yeah. Well,
it's not dumb. It's just
the issue is Yu-Gi-Oh has it's like a core. It's a root issue that Yu-Gi-Oh has that was implemented at the like near the beginning of the game, with literally to fix a problem that they could have fixed another way. That you can't activate an effect if you can't resolve the effect. If you knowingly can't resolve the effect at the time you activate it. And Digimon doesn't have that issue, and that's like a massive... That's like the biggest difference between the two.
Well, it was like
used to not be like that in Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way. They implemented that because of people going Zombie Master, Zombie Master, Zombie Master, turn 1.
Yeah. It was something we were playing last week when we were playing Dark Masters versus Hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
I triggered Shack to play a body out, and then Barrier to save the Shack.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, well, I don't feel like you should be able to use the Shack because you're not actually leaving the battle area. And I forgot to mention it at the time, but it's a lot like Protoform, where you can Protoform, put it in security, search a piece, and then use your protection effect to save your stack.
The word would is very important in that interaction. Also, Protoform is mandatory, so even if you protected it first, you'd still have to do Protoform, which is unfortunate, but how that works. Yeah.
I mean, hey, if you want to get rid of your Protoform and put another Protoform in there.
You'd have to Evo again, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You just activate another Protoform.
Yeah. RDD48. Hi, as always, a great listen for the job. Oh boy, next Friday we're going to see what the dual cards are about. Per the box art reveal and the old Ace starter boxes having the Ace border design. The dual border seems to read upwards and downwards of the card. Happy we didn't have to wait until the Digicon to know what they are doing.
Oh, yeah, well. I didn't actually see that in the
I didn't either.
Quality photo they sent.
I just saw the Tamers on the box art.
I think that's what he's referring to, right? I'm gonna go look, because now I'm curious.
Yeah, that's...
Well, we only have to wait a couple more days.
It's like 6, but yeah.
6, yeah.
Yeah, all I'm seeing is the Tamer, and I don't know how you get that from that.
Maybe there's another image that came up that we just haven't seen. I'm not sure, but...
I'm on both Facebook pages, and I feel like the fan page would have posted something about it.
You would think, yeah.
When was this comment made?
1 day ago.
Okay, so I just need to look at yesterday's posts to see if anybody posted anything about it. If you guys want to keep going, I'll let you know if I find anything.
Okay. The QWERTY UP 038. New Zephica sets up for a nasty HPD into a potential level 7 that the protagonist will probably get. You know, that might be the reason why it's taken them so long to give him a 7 is because HPD's a card. You know what would be really cool? Is if on the next ban list, they're like, alright guys, we can't have this in the game anymore. It's too stupid.
Yeah, how about no more?
Yeah, no more HPD.
Sean has hated that card since he read it.
Yeah, I've hated that card since I started playing and someone activated it against me. I was like, this feels extremely unfair.
Oh, what do you mean for free? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You gotta pay something for that option card, right? It's 0. What?
Yeah. And then
you're suspending my Digimon to Digivolve for free? What?
And then 2 sets later, they were like, Mega Digimon Fusion, LOL. And I was like, what is happening? I was like, why do they think this is a good idea?
What are we, Bandai?
Yeah, what are we doing here, man? You have a resource system that you designed.
So I still can't find anything for the dual cards, but I did find another Altar of Ex Machinamon that we didn't see.
Okay, cool.
And good lord, does he look like he is in agony.
Is it the 2-star, I'm assuming?
It doesn't have any special star or anything. So I'm wondering if it's going to be like a box topper or something. Bro looks like he's hurting.
That is hideous.
He's in pain.
Is that his regular art? That doesn't even have a star on it.
That's no, because remember his regular art. I have another low quality image.
Yeah, it didn't look like that.
It's like
is he gonna have more than one regular art?
What I'm noticing, it looks like this art. He has his mask removed. Because in the normal art, he's got like a white silvery mask, and this one he doesn't have it. And his mouth is open. His wings are coming out of his eyes. It's really weird.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah,
interesting.
That's creepy looking.
He also said, I would vote for pair ban on Chaitos and Hoodymon. The deck should be forced to lose resources to play things when attacking. So you'd think that would be a good solution, and then you play against a version that's not playing Chaitos and you still realize that Hoodymon is a problem.
Yep. The only thing Chaitos enables is the repeated playing of bodies, but there are ways around that.
Yeah. Benjamin Wiseman 6567. Have Sean and Ben tested the Angels versus Mastmon matchup? I'm still on Dominamon Angels and played against Mastmon in the finals of my locals. We ended going to a draw, and only because I made an error on order of effects. It was cool to see Angels still able to hang with a tier 1 deck, though it would get slaughtered by Hoodymon and Jessmon because of those deck speeds.
And Evo.
I don't remember. We probably tested it at one point, like super early in the format. And yeah, Dominamon is good against Mastamon because you can protect versus Mastamon's removal. But yeah, you'd get dunked on by all the other tier 1 decks. So like that's not a good meta call, unfortunately, just because of how hard you lose to everything else. And Masty's not that popular. Dauntless Odin 5648. I'm so glad I just got lucky and pulled all my Mastamon pieces. I feel bad for anyone who thinks the deck seems cool and doesn't know how expensive it is. Well, at least now it's good enough to actually somewhat be understandable that it's so expensive. Yeah, because for the longest time it was expensive and also not tier 1 or even tier 2 most of the time, but it was still expensive because women.
I ain't finding Jack Diddley squat, by the way.
Kind of assumed by your silence. Ashes Fall 9530. Thanks for being a channel member. This set is treating me well already. My wife pulled 2-star Homeros from our first box last night.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Very nice.
I guess you got the box that I was supposed to get when I opened it off the channel. 3 a core. The funny thing about you guys saying the Lucemon Liberator Tamer looks like he gets bullied and you thought he'd be a Chad is in the Liberator web novel, Ryotaro is the one that faces him with Dynamon.
And slaps him around, I hope.
He probably does. That guy just looks like sad and depressed.
Yeah. My alpha male dinosaur is slapping around that femboy angel.
Hey, yo.
I feel like in the actual matchup of the decks, I think the Femboy Angel stomps your stupid dinosaur.
Right. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
This is in the comic.
All right.
Yeah, remember in the comic when they were in the finals and Galactimon, before it got its good support, beat Wargreymon? Because the guy was playing like starter deck Wargreymon in his deck when all the cards were well past BT12 and he very clearly had access to raid Wargreymon.
Starter deck 1 Wargreymon.
I said what I said.
That's awful. That card was never good.
And it always grinds my gears when it's like, oh, this is the World Championships, and it's somebody who plays the game. You're like, oh, that's really bad. That's a really bad deck.
Yeah, dude. That's how I felt when I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! For the first time after playing the game competitively for like 2+ years, and I watched the first season, and I was like, what the hell is going on? They're cheating blatantly. Does no one know the rules?
Dude, for the first arc, there were no rules.
Yeah, clearly. The animators were like, we don't know how this game works, but we're just gonna just do stuff.
Well, there was physical card game yet.
There was no card game yet. They were just like making it up as they go. Like because I guess the original adaptation. Yeah, the original adaptation wasn't even about like Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game as we know it. It was just about like games in general, and he was like actually killing people.
Yeah.
If they lost, they were like rolling dice, card tricks, like all kinds of stuff. It was really weird.
Yeah. Goat Boy TM, thank you for being a channel member. I'm just waiting on the Galemon Warping Grand Gale level 7 and the emblem for Zeph. It's gonna make the deck so much faster. EX11 is turning out to be a pretty great set where I need to buy a couple boxes.
Yeah, if only they had cards in there I cared about. Where's Hexblow? We got one Hexblow in a Liberator set and then never again.
And you got one in BT5.
Yeah, whatever.
Brandon Vizimon. Every time you throw him down, you'd be like, John Cena!
Hey, you'd have to have your phone out and just like click play.
The Hexblow from that premium set is only $20.
Yeah, I mean that makes
Oh,
sense.
actually, no. Why would you get that one when you can get this one?
$20.
That's
That's what I'm saying.
that's the
Oh,
one.
I thought you were talking about like the actual like alt art.
Yeah, that's the one he's talking about. The alt arts I think are going
okay, yeah.
up again.
So I could
which
get
is
3 of those,
crazy.
and then we'll have a play set, and that's the.
No, I have 2.
I'll use.
What? Do you have that on display or something? Why is that in?
It just came in the mail.
Oh, they come like that.
Oh,
like
you
in
bought
that.
another one?
Oh, you ordered it. Okay.
Yeah, I ordered this
I
one.
thought they came from Premium Bandai like that. I was like, they individually wrapped the cards like that.
How the hell did you get a second one? Alright, yeah, so I just got to get 2 more, and I'll have a playset of that Hexblow that I'll play in my decks that Chris can't use.
I will allow you to borrow them, yes.
That's not what I said.
I know it's not.
Justin So 8231. In the first Digimon Tri movie, Alphamon comes to the human world and started destroying the city. All the adventure characters except Matt and Tai came to stop him. At that point, none of the characters besides Matt and Tai had megas. Alphamon destroyed everyone. Matt and Tai came later and fused into Omnimon. Alphamon saw Omnimon and went into his Oryuken mode. They fight and just when Omnimon was going to hit Alphamon with the Garuru cannon, Alphamon jumped back to the digital world.
That's why I have this GIF on my phone. I send this whenever somebody gets bodied.
Your cat is disrupting this.
I know.
Yeah.
She's trying her best.
Yeah, I've seen all of the Tri movies. I liked them.
Alphamon just shows up in Aura Farms for like no reason.
Yeah, and Jessmon shows up, and then Huckmon is randomly there, and he's like pretending like he wasn't also just a Mega fighting against Alpha. It's weird. He also said, what is your favorite keyword? I like Alliance because it allows Digimon without rush to assist. Great flavor and great mechanic.
Oh god, it's been a while since we've had that question, but we've had it before. Because I remember Chris was like, haha, Digiburst? But not really.
We have had it before, but I feel like a bunch of keywords have been introduced since then.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot
Obviously,
more.
D-Evo.
It's not a keyword.
I know it was a joke.
I don't know with you sometimes. I think you're just dumb.
I guess Rush, maybe? No.
I think mine might be Partition.
See, I was thinking something like Partition, but then I was also thinking of Alliance. Alliance is really good.
Alliance is a really good one. That's definitely up there. I don't know. I just feel like Partition is... I don't know. It like makes whatever you have out like that much stickier. And I really enjoy having it.
I hate how they've taken Evade and just power crept it with a new version of Evade that's not a keyword, that's just better.
I mean, they had to do that because Evade only protect them from deletion. Like, there's so much removal that's not deletion now.
I feel like they should just update.
They should make it a new keyword, I agree. I wonder what they would call it.
Update existing keywords or just make new keywords.
Don't update existing keywords. That's terrible. Just make a new one. You're functionally errating old cards for no reason.
Well, no, I'd make sure like there's a way to distinguish.
Just call it Super Duper Mega Evade.
Yeah, there you go.
Boom,
Evade.
Exactly.
Or
Evade.
Call it Evasion.
Evasion, yeah.
Not to be confused with Evade.
Yeah, Evasion. Yeah, a lot of keywords, they end up just getting power crept out, which is, I think, why I was leaning towards Alliance. Like, jamming's good. We always love a good jamming.
I like Fortitude. I'd probably go something like Fortitude or Armor Purge.
Fortitude's pretty good.
Those are good. Iceclad is another one. Ice Sweet.
Yeah, never forget what they took from us.
Yeah.
Never forget.
Yeah, I think Partition. It's either Partition or, even though I haven't gotten to use it, I think Progress is a really strong keyword.
Progress is really good.
Literally just one archetype that has access to it right now.
I think you're gonna like that deck, Sean. I think it's super aggressive. I think the problem is you're gonna find it's probably not gonna be consistent enough for you.
So in my limited go fishing of rough drafts, yeah, that's the issue I found is like, oh, I can't play.
Because it's a red deck, and that's why I keep saying. And that's That's why everyone. What is it? Will was like, yeah, Styrofoam's gonna be like tier 1. I said it's not because it's a red deck. It's gonna be if you see your pieces, you're gonna be like, boom, your security's gone.
Yeah.
If you don't though, you're sitting there like, oh my god, I've got a handful of cards. I can't play the game because I'm missing one piece and I don't have enough searching. I don't have like that's just always gonna be the problem.
Unfortunately, we'll see though. Sad. He also said, who do you three think is the best player at your locals you can't pick yourself?
Probably Ben.
Yeah, I'd say Ben.
Just probably because he's got the most amount of time played. Yeah, and I think he's got the most results.
Yeah, I was about to say he's got a lot of results.
He's like a top 20 player or something like that, right?
Probably, I would say. In the U.S., I don't know about internationally.
Say there's two different Bens. There's hydrated Ben and dehydrated Ben.
Yep.
Hydrated Ben's pretty rare, actually.
Yeah.
Hydrated Ben is like 2-star Ben.
Yeah. So it just depends on what Ben you get that day.
He's like Zach Galifianakis in the Hangover when he's counting cards.
Yeah, I would also say Ben. I think he is top 32 nationals twice, if I'm not mistaken. And he has tournament tops as well. I think me and him are actually pretty close in like premier event tops, but I have not top 32 nationals, and he has twice. So I would have to give it to, obviously I can't pick myself anyway, but I would have to give it to Ben.
Right.
He also said, hoping Sean to say, Bandai, please make Kamen Rider TCG. That will literally never happen. I don't care about Kamen Rider.
Wow.
Or Kamen Rider.
What if it was
Kamen Rider.
What if it was like a Henshin card game where it was like Kamen Rider? Sorry, those are foreign words. Let me change that for you. What if they made a transforming people card game where you got like the Beetleborgs,
like Animorphs?
The Power Rangers, Masked Rider.
He said
that's transforming people, is it not?
We're just gonna move on.
Sorry, I'm not a giant weeb. My bad.
Sorry, Justin.
Just say Power Rangers, Brandon. Just say a Power Rangers TCG.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't include all of them.
Oh my god.
My attempt to be optimal and include all of them went over.
I wouldn't want all of them in there. I would want a TCG.
You don't want the Beetleborgs?
Beetleborgs is cool. I wouldn't want it to be a combination of Beetleborgs and Power Rangers.
Tattooed teenagers from Beverly Hills?
No, I would not want that in a card game that I played.
What about VR Troopers?
That's actually pretty cool. I like VR Troopers.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want a card game that has multiple different IPs mixed in with it.
Oh, see, I would love that. Give me like a.
Oh, we'll go play Magic. Apparently, they like doing that.
Yeah, right. I was thinking like every season of Sentai / Power Rangers, depending on your location, could be its own like distinct deck. Like you could have a Mighty Morphin deck. You could have a Time Force deck. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd probably happen in a Power Rangers TCG, just like how we have like Adventure, and now we're gonna have Data Squad and stuff like that. But I wouldn't want it to also be a big bad Beetleborgs archetype in the Power Rangers TCG, because it'd be like, what is going on?
Why? That would be their version of like Machine Dramon, because it's all about like cyborgs and giant mechs. And
no, it wouldn't, because Machine Dramon is a Digimon, and it makes sense that he's in the Digimon card game.
Sure. Because the Henshin archetype isn't just, one thing. What do you know? You only know about Power Rangers and VR Troopers.
And Big Bag Beetleborgs. And I'm familiar with the stupid teenage tattooed guys. That show sucked. Yeah.
That was just a joke.
He also said Team APS made a video opening the premium Bandai set.
Oh, nice.
And then he said... Is it Chris, spelled with a K, or is it Chris CR? And Chris responded, Chris, spelled CHRIS. And then Brandon responded, it's actually spelled BITCH. A little known fact, that's how you spell Chris.
Yep.
I'm reporting that comment.
Reported for bullying and harassment.
Sexual content.
What?
Green Hill Mario, long comment inbound. I'm writing this as I follow along the card reviews. Unfortunately, you don't gain a memory when trashing a rock card from Yuko. All of the when trash effects proc when trash from rock minerals. Good job, Bandai, for thinking about that. Tumble is crazy, but it does have a restriction, though even with this slight anti-synergy, Uko goes hard in most rock builds, but only if you see one and only one in the opener.
Yeah, I feel like they also made sure that worked that way because Source Strip Blue would just
That'd be so well, no, if Source Strip Blue hits you, you still get the effect. If it's being stripped from a rock or mineral, you still get the effect no matter who's stripping it.
Oh yeah, never mind. Okay, so Source Strip Blue bad.
Nice Hexablow deck.
Bad against rock.
Yeah.
Alright, go into Hexplow, strip your source. Alright, Devo your Hexplow. Aww.
Yep, and blow it up. Thanks.
And blow it up. Ah, no!
How could I have seen this coming?
Maybe I should have read my opponent's cards.
Yeah, the Zeph is weird to talk about considering the deck is going to get a 7, which is definitely the third secret for the deck. And just does something the deck hasn't done well, which is wide board. There's a chance it makes the original starter deck Grand Gale playable just by how the deck might be built now.
That's possible.
Yeah. Cute thing about the Flickmon art, put the Machinamon art on top and you'll notice all the Flickmons in the art are in the same position, pose, and have the same expressions as those Machinamon.
Oh, now I gotta go look.
Makes sense because they're all mannequins.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now that I know things about art, I need to go look at art.
Yeah. New Necro lets you go Phanto into Doulaha for 0 because it's no cost Evo. Line I've seen people mention is BT20 Violet Evo the 4. You play off Necro into Fano, Evo Fano with Necro effect into Doulaha. All of these quadratic equations to do less than 1 Wargrowl X SMH.
Yeah. Yeah.
But remember, we hit the right Growlmon.
Yeah, that's right. We hit the right one. He said, I'm in the acceptance stage of training hate. They can't hurt me any more than they already have.
Glad you've joined the rest of us.
Sarge Bling just finished watching High Score Chef's Market Watch, where he was exclaiming over someone buying 3 copies of the Masty Rare Pull, only to start your podcast next, and Sean hold them up to the camera for me to have a look. Funny, small community moment. Beautiful cards, gotta feel good sliding those in your deck.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, I did feel really nice when I drew them.
No, that's pretty funny that would happen.
Yeah,
actually, guys, somebody bought these. Massimo's going off. Wow, here you go, guys.
Yeah.
Look at what I just bought.
Look at these 3 Mastamons that came in the mail. But you never guess where I got them from. Suka Slinger, thank you for being a channel member. The whole point of the Dino Tamer is to go up to Dynamon from level 4. Yeah, Chris, read your cards.
I thought
obviously.
I thought the whole point of your Dino Tamer was to lose your locals.
I think he
I'm pretty
won.
sure last time I brought it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure last time I brought it, I won locals, and you were part of that.
No,
yeah.
I wasn't there.
I distinctly remember you being there and him beating you.
Yes.
I can't remember what deck you were playing, but he
decisively. Omni decisively winning.
Yeah, you got touched real hard. Gurren Raider 25.
What do you mean? What were you playing? You only play 2 decks right now. Omni, Huddy.
There's 3 back in those days, depending on what.
No, Gas is another variation of
Gas
Omni.
is Omni, dog.
No, Gas is a whole different thing.
No, it's not.
No,
it's literally
Gas is Omni.
What's your win condition? Does the name of it start with Omnimon? Then it's an Omnimon deck. No, your win condition is Omnimon.
My win condition is seeing my one of EX Metal Garurumon.
Yeah, good luck winning seeing that and none of your Omnis.
Yep.
There's a reason they hit that card to 1. It's clearly the best card.
Yeah, Gurren Raider 25. Emblems are for the comic Liberator heroes. You can ID by being single color lines. The novel Liberators are the dual colors and are likely not getting emblems for lore reasons unless I missed something.
Ha. Well, fool on you, because we got the emblem.
Apparently they got different ones, which don't seem to be as good, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, there's a comment on this. There's a comment. I think I heard we are getting novel emblems as box toppers, so...
And that is accurate, because they are promos for no reason. Yep. They're going to be expensive if any of those decks are good. JD1391, here for that deck, you could say that the other level 3 is Belucomon, and it holds your theory by not having the Liberator trait. So it's the skibbity toilet. So Hexablaze is your
It's so
secondary
strange.
Mega.
Yeah.
So weird.
Can I have more Hexblouse, please? Please.
I feel like they cooked with the first one, and there's no reason for them to introduce another one. You
Are you
just
talking
want...
about the EX one, not the BT5 one?
Yes.
You just said first
I don't
one,
count
so I wanna make
BT5.
sure.
I'm gonna count anything as the first iteration, like post BT14, because I think that's when the...
Well, we don't do set rotations, so...
Well, that's when the
optimal
new like president of game design started for Digimon. So
Okay, so when I say the first Greymon, am I referring to BT14 or am I referring
Yes.
to starter deck?
Raid War, obviously.
No, I said Greymon.
Oh, Greymon?
I mean,
No, that's Starter Greymon. He's the GOAT.
if we're starting for BT14, we haven't gotten one yet that I recognize.
Sure. Anyway.
They're dead to me.
None of them are good. None of them are
they're
good
all
enough.
they're all bad or for Omnimon.
Or you're remember the Bond of Courage deck? Remember guys? That the BT14 Greymon? He's good in that deck, remember?
No, he's not.
Guys?
You don't even play him in that. I built Bond after that
Yeah,
set came out, and
but
I
the
never
thing is,
even
like,
considered putting that card in because it sucks.
Yeah, but it wasn't good for anything else. It was like
Oh,
Bond card.
the secret Greymon. That's the Greymon that we have.
That one we used in Bond. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying your logic's flawed.
Whatever. Mathbell5236. This win a battle. It's crazy for what it was said when it was revealed. You can also win the memory against things like Eaters, Armor Purge, Barrier, and Protections. You just need to win the battle. It doesn't matter if the Digimon wasn't deleted.
Yeah, that's
Agreed.
Uh-huh. It's pretty
really
good. It's definitely better than previous inheritables. Engager's games. The Zeffigamon can't play itself. It's a Magic Knight. At best, you can play level 5. Green Mario responded, all the Zefs have rule traders treated as Bird Dragon ever since the first one. And then Leonardo835Q said, but you can't play Medieval, even though is a bird at the core. Is he?
Should be able to play Medieval. Yeah, he's a Bird Knight.
He's a Vortex Warrior. He's a Magic Knight, I think.
He's definitely a bird under there.
No, he's Witchelney, Vortex Warrior.
You take off all that armor and it's just a pigeon.
Where's my closest one?
I gotta look at my SP, guys. Give me a second.
It's the closest one, sorry.
Oh no, I accidentally flashed it to the camera. Look at my SP, guys. Oh.
Where the hell did I put them? Oh, I put them in the front, and I forgot. He's just a warrior as well. So he's a warrior, Witchelney, Vortex Warriors.
Yep.
No bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in there.
I guess they're saying his Evo line is a bird, which is interesting. That makes him a little less cool, but
I'm pretty sure his Evo line is not a bird. Pretty sure it's like Wizard. I can't remember. I don't know what the level 3 is, but I think it's Wizard. It's like that
Mistymon.
Mistymon. Yeah, Mistymon. And then Medieval.
that's weird because we don't actually have a line that you can Evo up into him with.
No.
Because he's Medieval Gallant. You just dropped that, dude.
I mean, that is true. Tony Pino 18. I believe Omnimon Alter B is worded similarly to Pyramidimon's effect. We'll select whatever the highest play cost Digimon or Tamer is on the board. So yeah, there's no...
That sucks. Made it.
Yeah, get wrecked. OreoX1000, thank you for being a channel member. Abaddamon is wild. Effect floodgates are your friend. Or just killing
Sean,
them before they
how'd
get a
that
chance
go?
to set up, but yeah.
Yeah, how'd that go? I think it was either you or Ben were playing against Josh, and they just put the floodgate on the board, and Josh was
It was
like,
Ben.
It was Bim.
Yeah, Josh was like, I just can't play.
Yeah, if you put Pillowmon on the field versus them, they can't use their Digitama's effect because it plays by an effect.
That's
So
so
they like
sad.
literally can't do anything. Josh was just like, I lose. I can't play. And I was sitting next to him and I picked up the Tama and read it and I was like, LOL, yeah, you really can't. Iolico64. It's a bit of a shame that Penguinmon doesn't have when moving, but they haven't tied any searching effects to when moving for level 3. Only example of when moving search is starter deck 22 Cubimon and can only grab one card. And the deck was missing its true searcher. Bluecomon isn't a good searcher for the deck.
Yeah. No,
saying-
that Skibbity Toilet. That might be the worst Liberator deck they've printed.
Yeah, Skibbity Toilet.
Gotta be, right? At least people cope with the others.
Like
even Invisi,
I feel like there's
even Invisimon looks okay.
I feel like we're forgetting one.
Zephyr, Puppet, Invisi, Heavy Metal.
That's it. I knew it. I knew we were forgetting one.
I would rather play Heavy Metal than I would try and play Skibbity Toilet.
Nope.
Skibbity Toilet.
Yeah.
Really?
You have removal effects. You have Ice Clad. You have
yeah, but Heavy Metal at least looks cool.
Okay. Does it
feel
cool when you lose?
Yeah.
I guess.
No, but my Digimon will look cool.
Yeah, while you're losing, they'll look cool when you're trash with your no cards in hand. Yeah, I knew we were forgetting one. I was like, I don't think that's true. I was like, I feel like there's just one that we're not remembering. Tony Pino 18. I would like to note that you only gain memory from Tumblemon if it's trash from a rock, so it's under Ukamon, you don't gain memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as good as
it's
still good.
Yeah, that is for the best though. Thank you, Bandai. Very cool.
Yep.
Leonardo 835Q. Jesus, what did puppets do to you guys? The deck is fun and just does spam, and that's it.
It's just an inside joke.
Yeah. RioX1000 said nothing, just a running gag about puppets being a bad deck. The reason for that, if you were interested in the lore, is because ever since its inception with EX7, Ben put it together, and I said that deck is bad, and he was like, no, it's a good deck. And I was like, it's literally not. And the only time he ever won / had good things to do was back when he was also playing Edamon and Aces. And I was like, your deck is literally just bad and then Edamon plus Aces. If you're not doing that, you're not doing anything that's going to get you to win the game. But long before it got enough support to actually be decent, he called it a good deck. And ever since then, I was just like, no, it's not. You're literally wrong.
No.
Tony Pino 18. Has any of your locals played Tsukuyamon? I've been cooking with my list. Yes, multiple people, in fact. Dante and Ben. And a third person that barely ever comes to locals, but they've been a Tsukuyamon stan forever. I think Dante's played it more than once. Ben's only played it once, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
No, Ben played it that one. I have it built. I think Ben played it that one night that you didn't come.
Okay.
I think. I could be wrong, but I think he's played it at least twice.
Okay. And then they played each other round one for a mirror match, lol.
Funny when that happens.
Tony Pino 18. How did Comet Hammer de-evo you back to Hoodiemon if you're already at a Shakak? At a Shakua? Shakak. Couldn't the player decide to stop at any stage so you don't go back into Hoodiemon? They can if they know how de-evo works.
Yeah. Basically, long story short, this was like a week and a half ago at this point. Might have been 2 weeks ago at this point. But, the way my stack was set up, if he de-evoed me all the way down to the 4, he would have been giving me, like, either way he went about it, I was going to have Hoodie. Like, just to put it as simply as possible. Because if he puts me down to level 3, he already knew I had HPD in hand. And he already knew I could just go into it. So.
Yeah, it didn't matter. He also probably doesn't know how de-evo works.
Maybe.
Because it doesn't say it on the card, but de-evo of any number means you can stop at any point after the first one.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't actually know that, because in order to know that, you'd have to read the rules or have someone tell you that.
Just because it says 3 doesn't mean you have to do 3.
Correct. The only time it's mandatory is if it's something like Lord Nightmon X, where it says de-evo this many times the number of de-evo 1 times the number of Digimon you have, and that's a mandatory. Like, you have to de-evo that many. Fun fact. Excellent.
All right. We will see you Tuesday.
All right. Later. Enjoy the stupid long movie and stuff.
We will. Yeah. The best one is tonight.
Yeah.
See, Sean's not gonna understand that.
I'm not.